Right, let's start again. The camera's just died on me. I realised I had to delete all the files from yesterday off, make space for the new stuff today. And I don't know why, but the battery just didn't seem to have as much charge as it should have had. I thought I had it on charge. Obviously something went wrong overnight. I better hit the road. I've tried a different gain setting on the microphone. Still not happy about the sound in the car. I'm going to have to do something about that. I sort of need to spend time and some research and sort out the sound of it. I've been trying to avoid buying the so-called lapel mic to plug into what I believe is supposed to be another lapel mic, a mic plugged into a mic. Yeah, what the hell. But it looks like I'm going to have to do that, try a different technology mic, do some research. Don't really want to spend $100 and something only to find I got the same result. Not really the sort of thing you can go into a store and, can I try your mic, or just give me a moment. Yeah, so anyone got any tips on that, please let me know. For your information, I've got the Rode Wireless Go version 1. A couple of weeks ago I looked all over the internet, even on the Rode website, to try and find new firmware for this version. Can't find nothing. Unfortunately, when I bought this mic, it was pre-COVID. I've hardly ever used the thing in the 2 years of COVID or more. And now when it's time to use it, Rode have released another version, so what? Anyway, I apologise for the sound. I did check yesterday's recording, same as the day before, it's crap. Nonetheless, I do intend to publish a lot of it. This event that I'm going to is going to be historic, since it's the closing of a track that's been operating since the 60s, I believe. So it's going to be what it's going to be. We're about to hit the expressway. Just have to focus a little bit more here. Some idiots on the road lately. Sit back, enjoy the ride. Next stop, Pokeno. So on these road trips, what do you guys think? Add music or don't add music? Tricky one when it comes to music, with copyright and licensing and whatnot. I think most of us are familiar with YouTube and the issues with copyrighted content. There's a lot of stuff that YouTube will allow me to use under their license, no problem, but it's kind of, I don't know what you call that sort of music. You call it elevator music, that sort of stuff that just gets a little bit monotonous if you hear it too much. So I might be looking for some online service where I can use stuff freely. But even those they're not going to be, well, probably not going to be the hits of the day or the hits of the week, if you know what I'm saying. Forecast for showers in Pukekohe today. Am I worried? Not really. It's been forecast for rain up there for the last 2 days and it just hasn't happened. So we'll take a risk. There's a couple of stands up there that I would say 80% empty, at least when I saw it. So they got security at the stairs leading up to the grandstands. This particular stand is 4 security dudes and gals there. So I asked them, can I go up there? No. Well, that's fine. So what does it take to go up there, I asked. Oh, you need to have a ticket to go up there. Sweet. Where do I buy the ticket? Oh, we don't know, says one guy. So I go to the next one. You know where I can buy tickets for that? No. Next one. Oh, I think it's online. You got to go online. So I'm gonna say it. Ticketek. I bought my tickets to the event, Ticketek, and mate, the session kept expiring on me on the website and had to restart again, and anyway, more than half an hour I reckon by the time I got my tickets. So to go and add or purchase another pass to go up to that stand on my, I will say, tiny phone, since I was on a large computer screen at home, trying to do that on a tiny screen out in the daylight, I just didn't want to go down that road. So I didn't bother in the end. But what was on my mind was, well, what if it starts pissing down to the rain? Then what? And I actually said that to one of the guys there. What if it rains? Are you going to let everybody rush into here, or? He just kind of grinned at me, and that was the end of that conversation. So let's hope it doesn't hose down. A little bit of rain not going to hurt, but if it gets real heavy, it could be an issue there. Might be more exciting for the viewers, since the cars will have to change their rubber and whatnot. stretch of road here, and we're going down a slow decline. So there's television series that runs here. I can't remember what it's called. It's sort of like cops, I suppose, in the States, or I think here it's called Police 10-7. Anyway, there's one particular episode many years ago. They got the cameras in the police car. Camera crew on board. And they're cruising along at what I believe is close to the speed limit, when this vehicle passes. Now I can't quite remember, I think that vehicle may have had a trailer and a boat behind it, but anyway, this vehicle is passing a police car going well over the speed limit. You know, hello, you're passing a police car, you're going over the speed limit to do so. So sure enough, the police officer stops this guy, and I don't recall the details of if he got a ticket or just a warning or what. I can't remember, but he should have got a ticket either way. So why am I telling this story? Well, back in the day when cell phones were just coming out in the non-brick style, I purchased my first cell phone back then, a Motorola something rather, and I bought it from the store. I can't remember there was a service. I did ask for this service at the time. It was something to do with a second number for faxing or something like this. I can't remember, but they had a service back there. Anyway, the phone was not going to do it for me. It just wasn't going to do what I needed it to do. So I returned it, or tried to return it. And so who should I see? This is before the fact, of course. Who should I see? It was actually the same guy that I later saw in this video where he's passing the police car. Now, I remember this so well because the day that I tried to return this phone, I wasn't just trying to return it and get my money back. I'm trying to return it and get another phone that will do what I need to do, what I need it to do. This guy just wasn't having a bar of it. And I too was not having a bar of the fact that he wasn't going to let me return this phone that he said will do the features that I want, and clearly did not. Now in New Zealand, someone could correct me, but I'm pretty sure we've got a 14-day right of return, which sticks in law here. Am I right in saying that? Pretty sure we have. Anyway, I spent well over 2 hours in that store. I argued black and blue, and I just refused to leave that store. He was either going to have to call the police or physically manhandle me to get me out of that store. There was no way I was going to leave that store about returning the phone, getting my money back, or another phone. It got to the point where this guy says, I tell you what, I'll do you a deal now. I mean, we're going back many years now. I'll do you a deal. Again, I can't quite remember, but he said, I'll do this. He was mentioning numbers, example 250 something and something else and something else. And you can leave the phone here. So I quickly done some maths in my head, and I looked at him square in the eyes and I said, you take me for an idiot or what? And in that exact moment, the guy just melted and said, he reaches out to my hand to shake my hand. He says, oh, sorry, mate, I've had a rough day today, blah, blah, blah. And I said, actually, my day was pretty good until I met you. And did I shake his hand? I can't remember. But as I tell the story, I certainly don't feel like shaking his hand. And he took the phone and gave me my money back. So in life you come up with these things and you learn from them, and you know, don't just cave so easily is what I'm trying to say, folks. But anyway, some months later, here I am, I see him on television getting pulled up by police, passing a police car. So what do you make of that? Anyway, it's a story for the archives. Well, you may see this video one day, that's fine. I know what happened. So the other day, you might have heard me say, you can get a nice meal over here at Pokeno Bacon. But it's actually not Pokeno, this is actually Mercer. Pokeno is ahead of us. Yeah, I just, just want to get some snacks, peanuts or something like that. Countdown, I don't think they're going to be open yet. It's probably 7 o'clock they'll open, and it's 7:58, it should be open. Come over here for security reasons. Wouldn't normally park here, but I've got a bit of expensive equipment on board. Test, test. Alright, got some snacks. What do we got here? We've got a couple of peanut slabs, some fruit, apples, pears, heater peanuts, and classic cameo cookies. Problem with peanuts, gonna make me drink. It's alright. So this is Pokeno. This also was once upon a time State Highway 1, or part of it. You had no choice but to pass through here, but now it's been bypassed by expressway. Not been through here for quite a few years now. This clock at home, right? And I just love this clock. Not for telling time, but it does that very well ordinarily, but just the design of it. It resembles the old television test patterns that used to play in the days before 24-hour television. Here, so that's the design of it, the face of the clock. But it's actually been having problems for this last 2 weeks. I've put new batteries on it, I've blown it out with dust and this and that, and it's still not quite right. It's still not quite right, and I got a feeling it may have been close to an hour slow this morning. So the time I left wasn't quite what I thought it was, but that's alright. I wasn't really going off the clock anyway, I was going by the daylight and how I was feeling. So it looks like we're going to arrive a little later than what I actually thought. But sweet as. Yeah, I thought the traffic might have been backed up to here this morning, but no, I mean, this is the big day. Because it was backed up here on the first day, but I can't remember what time I was here. Indicating you can only go left. So I don't know how I'm going to get on with parking today. Might try and get back to that same place I was at yesterday, but since I'm late, the guy may have sold all his car parking. So it was just if you saw my previous video, it was just a local businessman had opened up the front of his workshop or business, opened up his parking area for us to park in. $10 for the day, not too bad. So I think I'm going to try and go back to there. I just first need to find the road. I'll take this one. I don't know if it was this one. Did I come up? Anyway, I think it might have been actually. See them with their big sign. Kids out there yesterday. How are you, mate? I was here yesterday. Did your big $10 sign.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Thank you. Parking for that black car there.
Black one? Cheers, thank you. Those trees in front of us, they look like Feijoa trees. I'm pretty certain they are. Yeah, typical hedging here, but they actually bear really nice, probably one of my favourite, well, I would say it is my most favourite fruit, the Feijoa. Feijoa, link in the description. Alright guys, I'm going to disconnect and let's go and have a great day, and let's hope this car's going to be safe here.
That this is the end of an era, and I think we're all going to remember this weekend, this day, yeah, for the rest of our lives.
Absolutely, give me a snap. In every stage in history's pace, and walked Australia fair, in joyful strength and menacing, and walked Australia Lord of nations, that I see in the bonds of the free. Hear our voices, we and free. God defend our free land. God, Pacific triple star, from the top of strife and war, make her praises heard afar. God defend New Zealand.
Frank Garner, Neil Allen, John McCormick, Warwick Brown, Taylor Farley, Steve Miller, Roberto Marino, David Austin, Henry Fitzpatrick, still out there this weekend, 81 years of age. I know that we're looking at the track, but I want to go through these people. Rosberg, Seifert, Jones, Radisson, Ben.
crowd, like, unbelievable. From age, I didn't think we could do that, and things were playing out, and the car was amazing, it didn't change much, and then I didn't give up in the end, just kept throwing it at it, and Cam had been pretty good, and I couldn't get him, and then next time I wasn't left him, so. Yeah! Everybody here turned up, mate. Massive respect. And over here, we thought you had it. Phenomenal. At that moment, we thought you Presenting today's third place trophy from Kawasaki Auckland Unlimited is Christensen. Presenting today's second place trophy, and it's great to have this legend here, it's Kenny Smith. Thank you, Kenny. Presenting the team's trophy today from Repco New Zealand is Elizabeth Cox. And presenting our third place trophy from our naming rights sponsor ITM is Darren Hughes. And ladies and gentlemen, to present the prestigious Jason Richards Trophy awarded to our best football driver this weekend, please welcome Jason's parents, David and Pauline Richards, to present the Jason Richards Trophy to Sonny Magnuson! New Zealand, Pukekohe, it's been an amazing ride. That is your race 29 Auckland Supersprint podium. Let's bring the house down!
Special moment for Shane Bergen and for the Richards family, for both those additional drivers up there, and also for Andrew Edwards. Isn't he experiencing something unique this year? 18 victories in 2022 in the Repco Supercars Championship for Van Gisbergen. Third time the winner of the Jason Richards Trophy, and it was an emotional Shane receiving the trophy up there. He's extended his championship lead. He is going to be the champion in 2022, there's no doubt about it. Mathematically, it might not be totally possible just yet, but he is blazing. Third and final race, it was a handy start by Will Davison, not the case up the back of the pack where, unfortunately, Jacob Secchi.
Home track at PukekoheParkRaceway for the final time. Spraying the